In 2013, a 17-year-old Stanford physics student decided to drop out of his college to start his own lidar company, which produces lidar tech for consumer self-driving cars. From there, he has built a $2.19 billion company, bought Forbes, and even proved Elon Musk wrong. So, Austin Russell is the founder of Luminar Technologies, but starting a company in the self driving space at this age is like super crazy. But Austin was actually a prodigy from the beginning. From remembering the whole periodic table when he was just two and changing his parents' garage into optics and electronics lab and build cool products there, Austin had put his head down into research from his teens. After getting into Stanford, he wasn't interested in finishing the college at all, but at the same time, he saw the market opportunity to build lidar tech for self-driving cars, which he was already building in Stanford as a project. So he applied to the Thiel Fellowship program and raised $100,000 from the billionaire Peter Thiel himself, and then dropped out to build his dream company. Now let me tell you something about lidar. So it's a device which emits laser pulses. When that laser pulse hits an object at a particular distance, it reflects back to the sensor. This is done millions of times. Through that, the distance of the object could be easily figured out. The startup was actually in stealth mode for years. They did not reveal their product to public till 2017. Shortly, Jason Eichenholz joined as the CTO and co-founder, and Russell even ended up hiring his uncle who helped him early on with the development. Russell's main aim was to develop a lidar tech with improved resolution and ranging to make the vehicle react from 1 second to 7 seconds in highway speeds. Luminar's lidar operates in the infrared range at 1550 nanometer rather than the usual range 905 nanometer. This made the signals invisible, making it safe for human eyes even at higher power. In 2017, Luminar had set up its first factory in Orlando to manufacture 10,000 automotive lidar devices. The founder chose Orlando and Florida because this region has the highest proportion of lidar engineers. In the same year, it announced partnership with Toyota Research Institute, which tested Luminar's devices in their self-driving Lexus car line. This was the first major breakthrough for the company. Interestingly, the lidar systems used before was kind of big, but through their own designed application-specific integrated circuit, they made it even more smaller. This device generates the laser pulses and detects the reflected pulses. Another big tie-up they made was with Volvo at 2018. They provided their lidar tech for Volvo's self-driving line, which was planned to be released at 2022. Their lidar was of the size of a VHS and it was integrated into a car's roof just above the windshield. From there, Luminar has made partnerships with more than 50 car manufacturers, and this includes big companies like Audi, Daimler, and Intel's Mobileye and more. According to the founders, the key differentiation between them and their competitors when they first started is that most companies built products for research and development rather than for the actual production vehicle. But Luminar wanted to build it for actual production vehicle from the beginning. Companies like Tesla right now is ruling the self-driving space, and the company is totally based on vision-only technology, which is basically use 8 cameras through which a camera map is created around the car's environment up to 250 meters of range. Russell believes that this camera approach could only be useful in some cases and lidar is much safer than that. And that was also kind of right, because in 2019 Tesla had contributed around 736 US crashes. But Elon Musk's view on lidar was still expensive and unnecessary. Yet, Luminar has tie-ups with a lot of big companies and also has a steady revenue increase. At the same time, it even got IPO'd by the Spark Major at a market valuation of $3.4 billion. Now, Luminar also has a partnership with Tesla. Around 2021, Tesla's Model Y was spotted with Luminar's lidar tech on testing. Russell ended up selling his tech to Tesla too. And lastly, in 2023, Russell bought 82% in stake of Forbes, making him the largest stakeholder and the owner of the Forbes magazine. That's it for today. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and follow me on Twitter for more.